like that jacket.
Oh, thank you, beloved. I appreciate it. I like it too.
Oh, you bought it, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you make sure you let them know it's your girl G9? I am here with
King Matter.
King Matter. Who gave you that name?
I did.
What makes you a king?
Well, we were born kings, and I feel like we got to get back to who we really are.
Yeah.
We've lost ourselves through different civilizations and things like that, but I always believed we were kings and kings. Actually, we were gods and goddesses. So let me take it a step further. But King Matter was already trademarked, so I just put the king on there. So,
okay, what brings you out here to Rolling Out Weekend? Are you dropping music? Do you have music out? What's going on with you?
Yeah, so we're on a tour right now for the weekend. It's going great. I'm loving it. We're doing interviews. We just did a show last night.
Where did you do a show at?
Where did we do the show at? Where was that at? You know? It was just somewhere. It was just I don't remember where it was at. Yeah, I don't remember where it was at, but it was a dope vibe, good energy out there. So, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it out here.
All the way from where?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
North Carolina. I always think of North Carolina as being a quiet place. What is the biggest misconception about North Carolina?
Well,
it sounds like you got one.
It can be lit a little bit. It's a big college town. One of the biggest HBCUs is in Greensboro, State University. So, it goes down. But when you grow up there, you got to, anywhere you grow up, you got to get outside of your environment to see other things and explore and have a journey for yourself. So I tell people, you can't stay here. You got to get up out of here and explore some other things.
World.
Yeah. I actually came to LA in 2017.
How was that for you, that experience?
Did you
come to the real LA?
I was downtown.
A little bit. A little bit. You got to come back on the east side a little bit.
I was all over. I was in Burbank. I was in Inglewood. Oh. I was all over the place just trying to figure out how to tap in.
With different places.
Yeah, with the industry and things like that. So,
music. What about music drives you to keep going regardless?
I asked that question to myself. I don't know where the drive comes. I like to be consistent. I actually like a challenge. This is the most challenging thing. To y'all, when this shit comes easy to a lot of y'all. It don't come easy to me. I got to think. You got to process. You got to, especially when you're independent.
Yes.
I don't got no label putting me out there like that.
But independent is where it's at.
To who?
Well, independent is where it's at to say. I say that we see a lot of independent artists that put stuff on YouTube and all different places.
There's a lot of control, but there's a lot of ownership in it. But if you ain't got the real motion and the real push, them labels got that magic button, and a lot of people, I'm not knocking the independent wave, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I hear you.
It's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So
the work that you put in, do you feel like sometimes you want to give up? And if you do, how do you keep your head up and to keep going regardless of your circumstances?
There's been plenty of times I wanted to give up, but I had to get back to the fun. I was taking this shit too serious. It was just too serious. It ain't that serious. Have fun with it, enjoy yourself, but also be serious to the point where I'm trying to understand the music business and not just the music.
The business side of it.
Hello. Getting the LLC, putting your stuff in your name, getting your name trademarked, getting an accountant, getting a lawyer like that. You might want to get that if you ain't got a good team or a good label that can get it for you, because I'm telling you, boy,
they'll take your money.
Yeah, but see, you can miss out on money. You lose money because you don't understand the different platforms that you can get money on. I had to learn about Sound Exchange, Media Base, BMI, all of that stuff.
And how do you feel now, being in the game, how long?
I'll say about 3 years.
Beginning of when you started and now, what would you change and what would you do different with processing the music out and doing the things you're doing right now?
I learned to love the journey. I wouldn't change nothing. However, at the same time, moving smarter and not trying to move harder all the time, trying to do too much and you have nowhere to go, have a vision, have a plan. And
what is your vision? What is your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is to get as far as to the top as I can, whatever that is, and it's not just music, it's entertainment. So it's music, it's acting, it's modeling.
I can see you the model. I can see the model in you.
People keep telling me that. I'm like, all right.
Like Tommy Hilfiger vibes, you giving me that.
We had a show yesterday and people was like, are you their manager? I'm like, nah, I'm the rapper. So
But that's a good thing.
Open to that. I'm open to that.
That's a good thing when you can be a variety of everything.
I like to be versatile, and I don't like to be boxed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like to get out to other avenues. Trying to get my foot wet in the music industry is tough, but I love it. It's fun. I love the fight. I love the grind. I love that it looks easy, but it's really not. You know, anybody can create a YouTube platform and all that stuff, but I'm not competing with them. I'm competing with the top ballers out there.
Competing with others and things like that. I would say that is that the biggest and the hardest thing you have to deal with when you putting out your music is being hard on yourself because you're looking at other people making it and you looking at other people doing it. Or do you even care about what other people's doing and you just focus on yourself?
You know, I was watching Terry Crews talk about this on Club Shay Shay. And he says, you know, a lot of people, it's easy to measure good to great.
Yes.
But the real true matter of success or measure of success is how long your journey was and how hard that journey was. So he goes from horrible to great. So I look at how bad I was to where I am now and still got a long way ahead of me. But I think you have to stay consistent, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're going to give up and do what? Just still work your 9 to 5, do the same thing every day?
I always say if you don't try, you never know. And if you do try, at least you can say you did that.
Listen, I came to L.A. with $1 and a dream. Didn't have really nothing to my name. Had a supporting family, though. Came out here, was Airbnb, hoteling, just going from place to place. Ended up at the Oscars, the Grammys, Vanity Fairs.
Okay, God.
The biggest parties.
Okay, God.
Imagine. I was with everybody from Kanye to Martin to Wesley Snipes to Sis. I mean, Wiz. I've been in some of the most exclusive parties, met the most wonderful, dopest people. And it was all just getting over fear and walking by faith, not by sight.
Getting over fear and walking by faith and not sight. What does that mean to you?
That means you know if you have whatever God you serve, whoever you pray to. I believe that regardless if you don't feel, you don't see, you don't hear, there's still a supreme being out there that giving everybody the talent and the mindset also to do great things out here. You know, we are wonderful people, regardless of what AI is trying to do. We are great people out here. So faith to me is you still believe even though you are going through hard times. And I try not to be weak to the point where it's like, nah, God, I'm not going to, or Allah, I'm not going to tell you wrong or things are going bad and love you when things are going good. You can't do that. Yes. You know, I love you through the hurt, the pain, the rain, the sunshine, it all.
Well, if you could shout out anybody and give any advice to anybody out there, what would you say? And who would you like to shout out?
Shout out to Scott Morris, man, putting this whole thing together, man, putting us on the circuit, allowing us to meet great people, man. DJ Pest, a lot of good people on this tour, man. So I'm just grateful to be here. So shout out to Scott Morris. The advice I would give to people out there, is that what you were saying? Know what you want to do. Because when it gets tough, you might not want to do it no more. And
say it again.
My boy Gatsby told me to enjoy the journey.
Yes, enjoy it.
If you would have knew what you had to do to get to where you wanted to be, you wouldn't have done it. You would not have done it.
I like you. You were so dope. I appreciate your time. Is there anything you want to leave off with before you leave? Shout out your Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah, just follow me on the gram, Mattatheking, okay, Matta, the King, all one word, okay? And then if you want to just look me up anywhere, you can just Google King Matta, and you'll see what I'm about.
He's a model. He's an actor. He's an everything.
I'm doing it all, man. I'm doing it all, man. I'm trying to, man.